Sort the hair out to put a hat on. Looks good. Fantastic. Whoa, 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 hang on a minute. You're telling me you use your phone for photos and videos? You're saying you don't spend thousands of pounds or dollars or yen or rupees on camera equipment? I mean, what's this world coming to? So if you're like me and you've gone out and spent stupid amounts of money on loads of camera equipment, which is 4K, best quality, blah, 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 and then a week later they bring out an 8K phone that can do everything a camera can do, but better, I've been scammed. So yeah, that happened. I started a videography company early this year called Rewind Time to capture the essence of business and corporate events and product photography, product videography, cinematics, all that jazz. Spent thousands to then have my phone upgraded from a Galaxy Note 10 to the S23 Ultra, which does 8K recording in 30 frames per second. The camera that I am using at the moment is a Sony a6400 that goes up to 4K 30 frames per second. So this little thing packs more punch. And not only does it do 8K at 30 frames per second, this bad boy has a 200 megapixel camera. Bruh. I understand it though, using DSLRs or mirrorless cameras, you've got the option of multiple lenses. Again, they cost hundreds. My recent camera lens here, which is the E-mount Sony 18-105mm, just cost me shy of 130, secondhand with some wear and tear. Brand new, this bad boy's going for nearly £600 to £700, maybe more depending on where you get it and what you get with it. Then obviously you've got your kit lenses, which don't really do the job, so you have to go out and get macro lenses and lenses that go to focus lengths of 1.2 for all them beautiful blurry backgrounds. There's a lot to it and a lot of money that's put into it. But then you go and find yourself using your phone more than your camera equipment, which makes no sense. You've spent thousands, absolute thousands on a good setup, a V-mount battery so your camera never dies, great lighting, all this stuff, and you still go back to your mobile. Well, today I have something for you guys that stick to the mobile and constantly go back and forth between cameras, mobile, and all other stuff. This, I believe, is the second video ever on YouTube. I've searched around for videos on this product to get an overall description of what other people may think, and all I found was one video, and I believe it was a Swedish guy. Don't hold me to that. I don't know if it's Swedish, Dutch, German, and that was the only video that I could find about a product that I was sent 3 of, and they are designed by a well-known photographer, Greg Williams, does the Vogue photo shoots. He works with Matt Smith, has worked with so many celebrities in the past and obviously future that he's still working with now, and he created this device because he said that he found himself using his mobile a lot more frequently than his actual camera setup. Now obviously I understand mobiles are becoming a lot more crisper. There's 100 times zoom, there's 200 megapixels, there's 50 megapixel front cameras, which is mind-boggling to think they used to be 2 megapixel. What? It's a lot easier just to pull a phone out of your pocket, constantly charged and always on and ready to shoot, than it is to get a camera, take it out of your backpack, set up a tripod maybe, get the camera batteries in, get all your little bits attached and so forth. So I understand where he's coming from. I use my phone a lot for Instagram stories, and now obviously having the S23 Ultra, it is amazing at videos and photography. I'm super excited to have not only 1 but 3 of these products because I think it's such a revelation to photographers and videographers out there that want to try and actually adapt to the circumstances on a scene. Say you've got your camera set up for, like I'm doing here, a video, but then something else is happening in the background. Whack out your phone, get an 8K bit of footage, crop it down to 4K. You wouldn't even notice the difference between the mirrorless camera and the phone. But anyway, moving on to the product that was sent out, and I have a few pros and cons about this item. This has been sent to review. It has not been sent for paid promotion. I have not been told what to say. This is a complete bias-free environment. I say what I think of a product, and if they don't like it, that's tough. You know, it's my mind, it's what I like. I'm a consumer, they are the ones that are making the item, and I believe the consumer has the right to tell them what they don't like and what they do like. So you may have seen this all over Instagram, I'm not too sure. It has been quite hidden for a while now. This is the G Grip. Like I said, it has been created by Greg Williams, the photographer for a lot of big branded people out there. He wanted to use his phone as a camera and have the natural feel of using a camera grip. So obviously on the side here it says hold your phone like a camera. That's what it does. That's Greg Williams on the side, the CEO, founder and inventor of said G grip. These do come in at £60 a piece, but I must admit, for the quality that you are getting, it is worth the money. I'm not gonna say it's, you know, over budgeted and, you know, that it's a complete load of trash. This is definitely worth the money that is promoted at. The pros of having a G grip. One pro is how small and compact they are. Super, super easy to just put in your pocket or a bag or whatever you're carrying. And you wouldn't even really notice it's there. It's sort of like a little, I don't know, it's about the size of a chapstick, would you say? The second pro is the clips. Now, obviously I have one mounted vertically and horizontal. So when I do clip this on, I can have this either facing this way to take photos. And like you say, you can hold it like a camera, or I undo it, slide it off, slide it down vertically, and now I've got mobility to take vertical photos. Now obviously I do have a case on, so I have not damaged the actual phone itself because these are 3M grips, and let me tell you, they're grippy. So first con, should I say. The first con that I came across was the 3M tape on the back of the G grip clamps. So basically what this is here is a small little G grip clamp. It's sort of like a bracket that will go on the back of your phone. You'll use the stencil to figure out where the placement goes on the back of said phone as well. You can move it to wherever you like. It doesn't have to be used with the stencil they give you. This is two cons technically. So the first one that I figured was actually trying to get the 3M tape to peel. So as you can see there, the 3M tape is covered by a red sort of plastic. Having not long nails, it's super, super difficult to peel that off without there being some sort of tab or something to help. So I ended up finding that I'm picking away and actually damaging the tape underneath, the adhesive tape, and it stops it from sort of sticking to whatever I need it to. So that was the con number one. The second con is if you place these in the wrong place and it doesn't feel natural, it does say that if you pry it away softly, the tape will stretch and peel off. I have found that may depend on the case or the phone that you use. Like I said, my case is plastic, so as soon as that's on there, that is stuck. It was stuck, right? It says in the instructions to leave it 24 hours before actually using the G grip on the clamp. I left it about 5 minutes, used it, and I could not feel that thing slide. They are stuck. I mean, I cannot peel them off. I had to use a pair of tweezers to actually get underneath it and push and pry away at the 3M tape because I put them in the wrong place multiple times. So it's kind of lucky I got sent out 3, as I did go through about 4 of these small little clamps with the 3M tape, and I ended up having to actually peel away the tape and was just left with the plastic, so it's got no stickiness to it because they were either in the wrong place on my phone case and it just didn't feel natural. And the second was because I couldn't actually get the red tape off, and I found that I was actually damaging the 3M tape underneath. So that was one big issue. But that's the two cons that I actually found was just on the clamps. If there was maybe a little tab extra of the red tape that you could peel and it pulls it off, that would be fantastic. Super, super easy then, because you can just literally place it wherever you want. The other thing is I don't really know you can fix, because as soon as it's stuck, which is a good thing. It shows that it's durable and it's very well made to be able to stick so fast and incredibly stuck. I mean, whew, it took a while. I was getting angry. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was getting frustrated with how sticky these got and could not get off my case. But once they are on and they're placed in the perfect position, I did actually think with the top one that's vertically mounted here, because my case obviously protrudes the camera here, I did think once trying to get it off, well, I couldn't. It was stuck. But luckily, you can lift a little bit and it slides out. So that was a good save for me. But yeah, super, super simple to set up. Once they are on, they feel fantastic. Once they're in the right placement, they feel amazing. And you can use these on Android, iOS as well, and I believe Windows phones, and anything that has Bluetooth and uses the volume key as a photo button. You can change this in iOS or iPhone. You go into your settings and change your volume up button to camera action or something like that. Obviously I use Android, so I'm not too sure on that. Mine's already set to the preset. And then all you have to do is hold down the button for 3 seconds to turn it on, or up to 1 second if it's in standby. And then you sync it to your Bluetooth by holding down the shutter button click pair and it will pair straight away. And then go into your photos and just start clicking away. You can hold it down to take burst shots up to 3 minutes, which is incredible. And obviously a single shot as well. You can use it to record, stop recording. And if you really wanted to, when you're on your normal home screen, you can use it to turn your volume up, which I don't think you're going to use it for, but if you want to. Another good thing about these is you can just have it as somewhat of a, you know, like the little pop sockets at the back, you can just have it as a normal phone holder, so you don't drop your phone when you're texting. It's just nice to have as like a grip, really. It looks quite stylish. Another good thing about these are rechargeable. They're not AA batteries, AAA batteries, they are rechargeable. They have up to, I believe, 20 hours usage and 4,000 hours standby mode. I think that's what it said. So obviously being rechargeable, for such a small item, the battery life is fantastic. You got up to 20 hours in use. Now, obviously no one's gonna be taking photos for 20 hours just constantly, you know, doing that. So technically you've got a good week, I'd say. If you use your phone sort of mediocre for taking photos now and then, this turns off after 4 minutes and deactivates into standby mode, which standby mode has 4,000 hours for standby mode. So once that's off and you haven't pressed the button by accident or whatever and it just turns off and left on the side, you've got 4,000 hours from a full charge. Now when it's charging, the light will go red. Once the light goes off red, that's fully charged. If it does flash green and while it's on red for charging, that just means that it's disconnected from your phone, so don't panic about any of that. 4,000 hours on standby, that's insane. And 20 hours in use. No one's gonna use that for 20 hours, let me tell you, because your finger would fall off. You'd have blisters on your fingers. But for such a small, compact little thing, the lithium battery in this must be crazy to be able to hold such power. I feel like Thanos. Give me all three, they're like infinity stones. If you guys want to check these out, there will be a link in the description. So as an incentive for you guys to go into the description and check these out and put it in your basket and buy one, whether you're going to use it or not, I've got a nice cheeky code for you, Callum20. This will save you £20, euros, dollars, whatever currency you use and wherever they ship to, on this beautiful little bad boy. If you want to go check them out, go in the link in the description, code Callum20 in the checkout, get yourself £20 off, and it also supports me as well, which I obviously do appreciate. This thing is amazing. Greg Williams, you are an absolute amazing person for creating such an item that now will demolish all of my camera equipment that I've spent thousands of money on. Thousands of money? That makes no sense. Thousands of pounds on, because now I can go to my phone, clip this baby on and just shoot. Just enjoy the moment instead of having to faff around with all this lighting, all these battery packs and all this other stuff. I've got this now. I can go out of the world and just dominate. So to end this video, I want to say a massive thank you to Greg and his team for sending these out. Absolute legends. Now I'll get some product photography done for these ASAP and they'll be on my Instagram, which the link will be in the description. Go over to Instagram, give it a follow because there's a lot of content that goes onto Instagram that doesn't go onto YouTube, and I do appreciate everyone sort of sticking around and building a community together. Now, final words from Greg himself in his little manual. He's left us a beautiful quote about the G-Grip, which says, "I shoot pictures on my phone every day. I invented the G-Grip so I could operate it like a traditional camera." Ah, God damn, that brings it. Brings a tear to my eye, that does. That's a beautiful sentiment to end this video on. But again, everybody, thank you for dropping by. Leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Go check out the link in the description using code Callum20 to get yourself £20 off. Go and buy one. They are such a good investment. I don't know why no one's talking about these. I've not seen a single video on YouTube. Everybody, wake up. Other than that, my name's been Callum. Stay positive and enjoy life, and I'll see you all next time.